What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, the Indianapolis Colts host the Chicago Bears on Sunday. And with that, wanted to bring out the final injury report, the final ruling on who is in, who is out for this game. So let's get right to it, guys. For the Indianapolis Colts, good news all the way around, pretty much for the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts did not rule out anybody on Friday ahead of the game on Sunday, according to head coach Shane Steichen. Now, the one we were keeping an eye on all week was Laiatu Latu. He sustained a hip injury in week 2 against the Green Bay Packers that forced him out of that game. He did not return in that game. Also was a non-participant pretty much the entire week on Thursday and Wednesday. But he did return Friday, which is definitely good news for his potential availability on Sunday. I kind of thought, based off of, the injuries and stuff like that, we already know the Colts, put DeForest Buckner on short-term IR for at least the next 4 weeks. So you're wondering, is Latu at least going to miss 1 week? I guess it's still kind of a toss-up at this point, but definitely an encouraging sign that he did practice on Friday, which is definitely a good thing. And we know with the injuries the Colts have sustained to their defensive line, first, obviously, Samson Ebukam earlier on in the offseason, and also with DeForest Buckner, like I mentioned. Guys like Laiatu Latu were going to be very much needed, even though the Colts still do have a decent amount of depth on their defensive line, especially at the edge rush position. They really needed a guy like Latu to be able to go out there. So definitely an encouraging sign to see him practicing on Friday. We'll see kind of what happens there. Maybe that is more of a game time decision, or maybe the Colts feel pretty good about Latu moving forward and feel like he's going to be pretty much not limited in the game on Sunday. Another one that missed week 2, Julian Blackmon was dealing with a shoulder injury that forced him out of the Green Bay game, and he returned to practice this week. He pretty much practiced the entire week, so he should be good to go. Definitely much needed for that for him, because he's really that mainstay in that secondary, in that safety position. Josh Downs, the big one, he has not played so far this season. Obviously, he got injured in training camp, and he was forced to miss multiple weeks. Did miss the first 2 weeks of the season for the Colts, and we definitely saw in certain ways in the short to intermediate game, the Colts passing game especially struggling in certain areas, specifically those 2 areas. So Josh Downs, we know what he can do in the slot. We know he really thrives in the short to intermediate game, and that's something the Colts are desperately needing right now in their passing game. So it looks like he's going to be good to go. He did mention earlier in the week, he said, in my opinion, I'm going to play on Sunday. So definitely a great sign that he was pretty much a full participant every single day this week. So definitely a great thing there. And that's really it, guys. Those were kind of the 3 injuries that we were going to watch, the 3 players we were going to watch that had a chance to play this week that were dealing with their own separate injuries. And obviously the Colts getting 2 of their better players back in Julian Blackmon and Josh Downs are astronomical for this team. So it's going to be interesting to see, how do these players factor in? How does it help both sides of the ball here, especially if Latu's able to give it a go here in week number 3. But guys, let me know your thoughts here. Do you think all these 3 players play? Do you think there's a chance maybe one of them doesn't? And what do you think the impact's going to be for each and every one of these players? Let me know all these things in the comments down below. But guys, that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out everything that we've done so far this week, and also on Sunday, Derek will be live streaming the game, so be sure to check that out. But guys, that'll do it for this one. Thanks so much, and as always, go Colts.